up, it's about time we are back with another wrestling reaction video. We have WWE moves that wrestlers absolutely hate taking. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the wrestling move I think I would hate taking is the coup de grace. Imagine a guy falling from the sky 2 feet to your belly. Now tell me that don't hurt. If you guys have any videos you gotta let me react to, let me know in the comments. With that being said, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. Here we go.
There's plenty of wrestling moves that hurt or cause problems.
I will say that the last ride is the worst.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay. To the point where some talent despise taking them.
What's your least favorite move to be on the receiving end of?
Jeff Hardy's Swanton.
It was the crouton bomb. For the longest time, I was like killing people. I just could not control it anymore.
You would know Jeff is putting all his body weight on you. It does.
I can understand that. I can understand. Oh,
it's still painful.
I can understand that.
If you're falling backwards onto your head,
so there's not much
you can do to break the momentum.
You can't put your
highlighting these maneuvers, plus some that went wrong because of how they were taken. How much damage they caused.
Cena would get very into the moment. I think it wasn't that he was trying to stiff people. I just think he'd be so into it.
He actually choked me out.
He used to do that. He used to do that. At the chamber, right?
10 moves wrestlers hate.
Oh, power bomb.
The guys you work with just could not stand to be chopped.
Bret Hart and Taker with the doors. Taker would tell me, you got 3.
Claudio Castagnoli, aka Cesaro, noted how wrestlers despise taking his giant swing maneuver due to how dizzy it makes them. This was revealed during interviews with Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, I can see that. I can see why.
I've heard from many people that it's their least favorite move to take.
I can see why.
They absolutely hate it to the point where
I understand.
Almost refuse.
I understand why.
Because it makes them dizzy and they hate it. Brody Lee.
Like, cause bro, imagine me trying to stand up and I fall down because I'm already like been spin around like 13 times or even more than that. Cause then he like swings him on like 22 times or whatever. Not I don't know.
I hate it. He used to curse me out the whole time, which I thought was hilarious. So we would just always, we always got into it beforehand and afterwards. It was great. He just hated it so much.
My goodness,
there you go. Let's keep doing carpet though.
Are you kidding me?
Chris Jericho mentioned in an interview with Inside the Ropes that he wanted to take the swing at the top of the cage at AEW Blood and Guts 2022. However, shortly after it was applied, Jericho got scared and urged Claudio to stop.
I was scared about falling off the cage. Then I started
I'm glad, because that's a dumb thing to freaking do. Because what? That's a dumb thing to do.
Lose my mind. Because all I could see was this little people sitting in the crowd, and I was like, stop, 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 stop.
No, don't do this, Claudio, no, oh my God.
He's dumb.
Can you believe what we're
He's dumb,
Jericho has spoken about various moves he disliked taking, including Tyson Tomko's Argentine neckbreaker.
Christian's bodyguard was Tyson Tomko. His finish was very hard to take.
Tomko going downstairs.
Let me see.
Tomko pin there. No doubt about it, look out here.
Jericho expresses frustration.
You can't. Only like some of these finishers you really can't protect. Like sometimes they put their head like in between their head or like in their face. You can't protect that at all.
Working against Titus O'Neil, specifically O'Neil's tendency to throw wrestlers around with little care or how they land.
And Titus O'Neil too. When guys just throw you with no direction and no care on how you're gonna land, it makes it harder.
Time to be a champion inside the ring.
I understand.
Chris regretted falling off Big Show's shoulders to the floor below at TLC 2009. Jericho has said on Twitter that this spot nearly cost him his life.
Yo. Oh, yeah, one wrong spot, he could have lost his teeth. I promise you that.
Y2J considers the apron powerbomb from Kevin Owens among the worst bumps he's ever taken.
No matter what Jericho's done, he hasn't
my back is going to be broken after that. I promise you
Speaking
that.
of Kevin Owens, he's narrowed his worst bumps down to 3, including one where he bounced off the apron in Ring of Honor.
Oh, dang!
There was also a chokeslam onto the steel ramp by Braun Strowman.
That kick by Kevin Owens didn't even phase Strowman.
Oh no.
And now the monster in the back with a chokeslam. Oh my God.
You heard the sound.
Owens missed a cannonball and landed hard on the floor.
Looking to strike. He knows he... Oh God, nobody home.
Johnny Gargano did something similar to Kevin by somersaulting to the floor off a suplex at NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
Oh, that's bad. That's
Gargano
bad.
previously performed the cannonball bump to the outside at TakeOver Philadelphia.
A couple of steps ahead of Andrade Cien.
Hold on. What's this?
Off the apron.
It's a thud that make it worse. It's a thud that make it worse.
So much. And stuff came out of me, and you can guess what came out of me.
Is that just your body's reaction to like
stuff shooting out? Yeah, I think.
The Miz doesn't seem to like taking dives while on the floor. Miz has struggled to catch his opponents in the past, sometimes barely making an effort to stop them. And as we've seen from our last 2 entries, it's a long and hard way down to the mats below.
And look at Jimmy's gonna fly!
Oh! Ooh, that was bad.
And Morrison,
I can understand why. Cause like sometimes it's, yeah, I can understand why.
Not like the Royal Rumble. These guys are not eliminated. Doubles are 4.
That almost could have hurt Jimmy or Jey Uso. I don't know which one that is.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Evan Bourne said in an interview with YouShoot that when facing The Miz, the High Flyer knew he wouldn't get caught, so avoided any high-risk dives.
But smart move on Miz's part to roll out of the ring. Well,
he made it safe. I like that.
Alabama Slam is one of the most brutal whiplash-inducing maneuvers that knocks the
wind out of
the receiver.
No, this is not gonna be good.
And I'm surprised that Kevin Owens was able to freaking return on that Monday after that Alabama Slam.
Numerous wrestlers have expressed how it's the most painful move to receive.
Oh no, my God! No! The Alabama Slam to the steel ramp. Alabama Slam!
And his head got stuck too.
Including Maven Huffman, who broke down the move on his YouTube channel.
I never looked forward to taking it. I always felt it afterwards, so it goes in the hurts a lot category. One of those moves that you definitely felt a few hours after you left the ring.
Because they do it with so much force.
No doubt he won tough enough for a reason, but he's a true.
Of course they have.
In the Kind podcast, Rob Van Dam went into detail on how much the Alabama Slam hurts.
It's so stiff, you're falling backwards onto your head, so there's not much you can do to break the momentum.
That's true.
The best bet you can have is to have try to have the impact distributed throughout whatever of your shoulders you can get to hopefully hit the mat at the same time. But either way, you're just going to get rocked. And like every time someone would do that to me, it'd ring my bell, it knocked the wind out of me.
No. Joe, look at this.
On the table? On the table, though.
Alabama Slam.
Powerbomb is another wind knocker of a move with a rough landing.
Now test now, hooking Jericho up.
Why did he do it so hard? Why did he do it so hard? That's too much force. Who is that?
Landing.
Now test now, hooking Jericho up.
Did y'all hear that?
The Undertaker listed it as his least favorite maneuver to take, specifically Psycho Sid's variation.
Powerbomb!
Uh-oh.
Powerbomb! Dead man
That's a
land!
big old man
Sometimes
right there. Uh-oh.
Taker's version of the powerbomb either.
Oh, man under me! He's going to side of the cross! If you don't believe in God, Legio!
That's right!
Check out the elevation and listen to the impact! Goodbye, Tucker!
Yeah. I don't think I want to be wrestling no more at all, bro. I can't do this. I cannot do that at all.
On his podcast, Kurt talked about how it's tough to be on the receiving end of the Phenom's last ride.
I will say that the last ride is the worst bump that I've ever taken in my life.
Listen to the impact of this! You're not gonna like this!
He had you there. He frees you for a second and then drops you down.
As I said, the Undertaker, he hospitalized the Big Show next.
Freeze, drop you down.
Let's take a break from the list now to highlight wrestlers who took moves incorrectly and felt the full brunt of the impact because of this. Kurt Angle injured his tailbone, getting suplexed by Shane McMahon on the ramp at the 2001 King of the Ring.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I do remember this. I think this is when he hit Shane McMahon through the glass, I believe, or something like that. I think it did like twice, I think.
But that land, and if your feet would have come down a little sooner to stop that.
I didn't take it right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I couldn't even feel anything. My hands were sticking straight out and they were shaking. It hurt that bad. And I thought that I broke my tailbone.
It was cracked. I mean, it wasn't broken off, but I cracked it pretty good.
Marty Garner luckily escaped injury after he infamously thought the pedigree was a double underhook powerbomb-like maneuver when given the move by Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
He said, "Can you take the pedigree?" I said, "Absolutely." I had no idea what the pedigree was. It felt like it was going to be a power bomb. I'm just going to kick hard.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Chuck Austin was another local
nothing
unfamiliar with the move he was taking, which was the rocker dropper from Marty Jannetty. The botched landing sadly left Chuck unable to walk unassisted.
Chuck says he expressed reservations about having to fall to the mat without using his hands to break his fall.
I questioned him several times, and he told me he was a professional and he would protect me.
He stood all the way up and dove down.
Oh yeah, that's not a good move at all in the first place.
Go through a table sideways and down the middle, but Jeff Hardy learned the hard way that going through vertically is not a good idea, as heard during an interview with Chris Van Vliet.
And I remember like Vince was like, why do you want to do it like that? I've never seen anybody do it like this before. I just like to do it. I thought my back was all jacked up really bad after that. It just knocked the wind out of me, and I was like, I was all right, but that's probably the most pain I've ever been in.
Ooh, yeah, and imagine if like his leg was like in the wrong place, cause like the little metal thing was like still there. So imagine that.
Any kind of wrestling move.
On his Oh You Didn't Know podcast, Road Dogg said he ate the mat face first following an F5 from Brock Lesnar on Raw in March 2013.
When I landed, I tried to just take a flat face bump, but I guess my arm and his arm were, I didn't turn my head when I landed, so I landed right on my nose and my nether region. But like my nose and my privates hurt so bad and so thin, it was like a running rib where Vince would make fun of me after that, like, maybe you Brock at F5 you again.
Road Dogg is helpless.
Hold on,
defenseless.
Hold on.
And in a fight,
John Cena's STF is infamous for its loose grip, a technique Cena switched to after being told to lighten up by other wrestlers. That's because John's original application of the hold saw him crank back to the point where he choked the hell out of 2 opponents. At Unforgiven 2006, Cena locked Edge in the submission whilst between a ladder. The extra space combined with the tight grip added a lot more force, which legit put the Rated R superstar to sleep.
She actually choked me out, and you can watch me pass out.
He's gonna have to tap out, but it's not gonna mean anything. It's just tapping out, but it doesn't matter.
On Rene Dupree's Cafe de Rene podcast, Chris Masters discussed John nearly choking him
like
out
Nigel
when Cena used
McGuinness.
the STF for the first time in November 2005.
Cena would get very into the moment, I think. It wasn't that he was trying to stiff people, I just think he'd be so into it.
Yeah,
And
like
so
I said, he just did it. He just did it at the Chamber as well. Just did it at the Punk.
He
could probably do that at Cody Rhodes, most likely. We never know though.
did it like that to Kurt Angle a couple times, and Kurt somehow he got smart enough that you just pantomime it a little bit more. You don't have to really wrench it to display the intensity. See me sticking my fingers right? That's literally to create some, because I'm choking. I am dying right here. Like I can't even handle another 2 seconds of this.
John Cena
You
deflected
better
his
tap.
stance with Lesnar. Can't believe it. I think the match
I would have tapped. I would have tapped off real.
Find any wrestler that doesn't detest taking chair shots, especially to the head, given how much damage and pain they cause.
I think Kane has snapped.
Oh, chair shots, yeah.
Caught me, dude. I had a lump the size of a goose egg on top of my head. That was a concussion.
Kurt Angle seriously hurt his neck after taking a chair shot from Brock Lesnar on SmackDown in 2003.
Brock brought it and went straight over my head instead of swinging sideways. And I should have told him, and Chris told him before the match started, swing sideways so you don't go on top of my head where it crunches down on your neck. And I didn't tell him to do that. So he swung sideways on Benoit, hit him, which was a safe hit.
His hand,
he came over top. And
it looked like his hands was in front of his face.
Yeah, he brought it, and right on top of my head. I knew right then. I heard my neck crack. I was like, and my right arm completely went numb. I couldn't even use it. I couldn't raise it.
And Lesnar with a steel chair in hand, taking out Angle.
Vince McMahon's chair shot to Stone Cold Steve Austin at No Mercy 2001 left the rattlesnake with a scar on the back of his head.
Gave a damn about the alliance or the
Like he was going for the back, but he missed.
Head was delivered from Vince McMahon himself with a steel chair. I can't complain about it because he's wearing several stitches for me also. So.
Dang!
Though chair collisions to the skull were later outlawed in WWE, chair shots to the
sometimes chair shots are so bad, the freaking chair, like the little sit part, gets out, and then people are still doing chair shots till this day.
Back was still allowed. While speaking to Maven, Jinder Mahal mentioned how much he dreaded taking a chair to the back during his feud with Randy Orton in 2017.
I would wake up and be like, I'm gonna take a chair shot today. But when you're laying lower to the ground, there's more room for that chair. So that's another cheat code. If you can kind of be higher, it's less. Yeah.
Oh, shot to the gut there. Now a steel chair across.
Still gonna hurt either way though. I know that for a fact.
Stars after Triple H let rip on him with a mean chair shot in late 2005.
Those first few seconds when you open your eyes and you come to and you don't know who you are, you don't know what you're doing. I'm not gonna lie, man, that's a scary, scary thing. I would say that was probably the hardest I was ever hit over the head with a chair. It was by Triple H. At nighttime when I'm laying my head down and it's super quiet, I could still hear that ringing in my ear, and that lasted for almost a year. after that chair shot.
Dang!
Bradshaw was known for swinging a chair, and he once leathered Pete Gas.
Back when JBL had the mustache and the long hair.
Pete discussed other wrestlers' reaction to the spot on the Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw podcast.
And
oh my gosh!
That is
the
a
chair bent everything.
Nightmare right there.
Nick came over to me and said he was telling me the story about when he faced The Rock and he got hit all those times, and he said, "Don't take too many of those." Jericho came up and he said, "Well, you're probably going to face them again tonight." He said, "Don't feed your head, feed your back."
Jeff Hardy has two different variations of the Swanton Bomb.
Mick Foley was a
Jeff
freaking
hit more in
beast,
his
though.
younger days, where he didn't make much impact so as to protect his opponents.
Jeff Hardy flying high.
Swanton Bomb is so tough as a move, though. It is.
Then there's the one where Jeff lands hard, making full contact.
Wait,
to the
hold
point
on. I just saw that man's head. Man, I think his head hit the steel cage. I mean, not steel cage, but the steel steps.
Where he didn't make much impact so as to protect his opponents.
Jeff Hardy flying high.
Oh.
Senton bomb. Caught him.
Then there's the one where Jeff lands hard, making full contact, to the point where Hardy is jokingly referred to this version as the Crouton Bomb.
It was the Crouton Bomb. For the longest time, I was like killing people. I just could not control it anymore.
I can see why, because it's like his head is like back when he does it.
Go. Swanton bomb.
What's your least favorite move to be on the receiving end of?
It used to be Jeff Hardy's Swanton. Knock on wood, I haven't been eating anything lately that makes me want to. Jeff Hardy's Swanton.
Devon Dudley hated receiving the Swanton, which he spoke about on his YouTube channel.
You would know Jeff is putting all his body weight on you. It does hurt. I'm going to have to put this in the S tier for tag team finishes because, again, Matt does a great job in protecting me, but, man, Jeff just wants to hurt me.
Knife edge chops were one of Ric Flair's many weapons in the ring, and given the nature of these strikes, they weren't everyone's cup of tea to say the least, especially Bret the Hitman Hart and The Undertaker.
How many of the guys you
I can see why. That's what hurt.
stand to be chopped?
Bret Hart and Taker with the doors.
And most of the time, they be chopping you in the same spot, so it's gonna hurt even more.
But Taker would tell me, "You got 3."
World Championship Wrestling's all about. That one was like a wake-up call to Bret Hart. And the second one, Flair showing great heart. The heart of a warrior. Front down the Undertaker's body. Hard shots by Flair.
After severely injuring his back in a plane crash in 1975, Flair became more apprehensive about taking big bumps on his back. It's why we'd often see him take bumps more on his side.
Did Flair start turning more to the side because of his broken back and the fact that he was trying to, when he got back in the business, put stress in other places? Probably.
Oh.
Had
worked in 30 years at WrestleMania. Oh my! He was a
It looked like he landed on his arm, though. That's what it looks like.
This is also why Rick started doing the Flair flop face bump. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out a similar video on the top 100 WWE moves that were sold perfectly. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
That was hilarious. Also, let me know what move would y'all not take in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just gotta like, subscribe, follow me on my social, and enjoy my Discord as well. I'll see you guys in the next one.